that said, it is time for Kusog7ande. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Crappy here dancing. Go ahead and lead us on over to what we have here. You know what? We've already been talking to him a little bit in chat. Let's just bring him in. Say hello to GM Corndan. Corndan, it's good to have you. Always good to have a Corn Daniel. The Dan of the Corn. Hello there.
Good afternoon.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I am doing good.
Well,
Considering,
good.
I believe while we're speaking here, right, I think the BBG schedule is going to go out, like, here in just a minute.
Oh my gosh, everybody, you ready? You excited for the BBG schedule? We'll make sure that we link it in chat. Don't worry. If you're too busy watching the show today, we will let y'all know what is going to be on BBG. I'm super excited about it. And you messaged me earlier to work on some graphics. I'll go ahead and do that. Luckily, like, for better or for worse, I believe you're busy on Tuesday this week. Isn't that right?
I am traveling.
Okay,
I'm going on vacation.
He's going on vacay. No way. So yeah, no, there will not be a Don't Make Us Bored on Tuesday.
And maybe not next Tuesday, because I get back, like, late on Monday.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I'll have to at least have a stream on one of those 2 days. But yeah, I need a little bit of that mental space in order to allow me to get some graphics done for BBG. So, you know, it's a blessing and a curse that you're going on vacation. And I'd say probably more of a blessing because you deserve it.
I mean, I do deserve it.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah, you do. Well, what game do you have for us today?
Well, you know, I feel like,
Yeah?
I felt like giving out a skating game.
Okay, I like skating games. I've never really done any skateboarding or, like, rollerblades. I've done a little of the normal skates, the roller skates, but at the same time, I was always afraid of falling down and getting hurt.
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of falling down and getting hurt in this game.
Oh, no. I don't want them to... Corndan, how can you hurt our players?
I'm hurting them a lot here.
Okay. What game do you have for them?
I have a game called Skate of the Art for Amiga.
Okay, I've never heard of this. And honestly, I'm a little bit terrified. Skate of the Art?
Skate of the Art, yeah.
Okay.
And I hadn't heard of it until recently, in that I was going through a bunch of Amiga games, right? And I happened to find this. I was like, well, that sounds like a good pun.
It's okay. It's average.
You know, but I mean, for games of the time, so let me try this. And what's the best way to put it? In the, like, 20 minutes I played it, I made it to level 2.
Oh, that's not good. Level 2 in 20 minutes. No, that's actually not too bad. I've seen worse.
Well, so fortunately, right, the game is short. You can beat the game in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And so we're gonna do a score attack, right? You know, so they can learn how to do all of that. It's the easiest way to track it. Then if someone beats it, they can try for a higher score and all of that.
Yeah, that's fair. I do know that there is somebody who was asking about, like, a slowdown button. Is that a button in the game?
Yeah. There is a button in the game, and if they feel like using it, they can. You'll see what happens if somebody does. Okay,
cool. I love that somebody asked, can we use that? And you're like, no. And then you're like, actually, sure.
You know what? Well, yeah, and you'll see why.
Okay, I love it. I also love that, like, One weird thing about Kusog7ande is that everybody sort of has their own, like all of the GMs who give out games sort of have their own style of games that they like to give. This kind of is breaking out of what I would normally expect from a Corndan, though.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I like to give out like games that I find funny.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And this isn't so terrible. Like, you know, I laughed at it, right, as I was being terrible at it. And you know, it was right, like it was perfect.
Okay.
And I was showing this off to a couple of GMs, and they're like, "You need to put this in the game." I'm like, "All right."
I mean, if they demand it, you gotta do it. You can't say no. Well, I'm not just working on getting everything captured and looking fantastic. I'm very excited about today. I don't know. I'm always excited about a good Kuso weekend. It's been a long weekend for me, and I'm definitely gonna have a nice chance to relax once we're done. I just finished Heaven's Word in Final Fantasy XIV, and because of that, I can actually start doing like new dungeons because a lot just unlocked, like a lot.
Well, yeah, because you got all the level 60 stuff that unlocked. Right, the level 60 expert, plus you'll get all the stuff as you do the stuff between the base Heaven's Ward and then Stormblood.
Yeah. I'm doing that. It's great. I love it. Okay, let me go ahead and make the transition. I do not hear any audio, so we'll probably need to bug Kuchiri to play some of the music here.
When Kuchiri goes into the game instead of just where it says the kind of
joystick info. Joystick info. You have a joystick, everybody. Alexander time. I did the first 2 raids in Final Fantasy XIV for Alexander. Polk Kitsune actually came and joined, played with me as well as my sister Essentia, and that was a heck of a lot of fun. Essentia is this cat healer slash, actually she does everything. She's done way too well in that game. And then Polk is this bunny girl, and I love it.
There you go, you should hear.
Yeah, I hear it. It's great. I'm making a few small changes to make sure that we actually have the full game on Kuchiri's screen, not on Polk's screen. I mean, Polk, if you want to play this, you're allowed. Yeah, I learned about the Illuminati in Final Fantasy XIV, Corndan, and that's like my favorite.
Yeah.
For those who are wondering, I am on Excalibur over there. Final Fantasy XIV has literally nothing to do with this game, though, so I don't want to talk about it too much till later. Whatever. It's Kusog7ande. We talk about what we want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love that they have a subway map.
Well, I mean, it is the subway. Right, you do skate in the subway.
Yeah, I feel like subways, maybe not the best location to skate, but what do I know? I've never. Well, we don't have subways in Utah. Like we have the restaurant. If you want to call it a restaurant, okay. Let's see. I see all of the players are set and good to go. So. Please, everybody, get all of your radical emotes, all of the coolest emotes, or all of your subway emotes? I don't know. And go ahead and spam, because I am going to start the timer. I do need to recapture 10 Miku in a little bit, but that's okay, I will. Spam! Spam, everybody! We need to do this! It is time! As soon as I see movement for the first player, I will start a timer and we will get skating. We will learn about art in skate terms. Oh, I really love the, like, oh, Kuchiri, 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds. 1 second in, off of the skateboard. This is gonna be good.
So I gave them all of the controls and the entire manual.
Is that gonna help?
No.
Just like I like it, Cornden. The bait and switch. They think that they're getting something useful, and then they don't.
I mean, Concave Down's getting it kind of figured out.
Okay.
White Panther's getting it figured out. Like, you have to lean back to go up those hills.
I mean, that's not how it works. When you're actually like skating or riding some sort of machine, when you go up hills, you actually want to lean forward. So this is literally doing exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Thank you, video games.
If you want, I can read for you the entire manual.
Sure. Oh, we've got game overs already. This is not. Oh, this is worrying.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of expect this. All right. So, here's the entire manual. I will read you the entire manual. Please note, viruses may destroy the software program. Turn off your computer for a short while before loading this game.
Well, I mean, okay, so do not play this game if you have a computer virus.
Right.
Good.
20 great levels to prove your skateboarding skills on, each with breathtaking graphics, locations including Panoramic Holland and Miami. Each, and a special challenge, the World Skate Park packed with new hidden dangers. Only the best should attempt this test.
It's true. Only the best. If you're not the best, then you fail this test.
So let me get back to that. Sorry, trying to.
Yeah, it's all good. We just had a question from Kuchiri about if things broke when the high scores loaded.
Shouldn't.
Simply put, the best solution when it comes to Kusog7ande, if you are playing with an emulator, which you almost always are, you close out and you open it back up again. And if that doesn't fix it, then you do something else.
Yep.
Them's the rules, buckaroo. Them's the computer rules. Yeah.
White Panther has made it to the second area.
Okay. Get ready.
Which, still doesn't help, right?
Okay.
Anyway, select joystick options using the joystick info button.
Is there a joystick info
keys,
button?
There is. It's when you start the game.
Yeah. I remember the joystick keys, info.
The fire button increases speed. F1 is pause. F2 is slow motion, and F3 is quit. They're hints.
Okay.
Right. Bonus level 1 is easy, but you'll need to practice. Balance by pushing the joystick in the opposite direction as the skater hangs. Watch your speed.
Okay, true.
Right. Bonus level 2, jump the hurdles by pushing the joystick left. Neat, huh? All skaters love this one.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Boy, this is tricky. You'll need to have the speed of a hurricane and get your timing spot on. Woo, good skating. And that's the entire manual.
That's bonus level 3. Yeah, so all of the lore that we got is that if you play this, computer viruses can destroy it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the lore. I mean, that's fair. It's a skating game. What lore do you need? I mean, it looks like you just came straight out of your motorhome.
Yeah.
And you're heading to the subway. I don't think that's a good place to park your motorhome, though. Maybe you should park it not in front of the subway.
So here's the thing, right? If you hit F2, right, for slow motion,
yes,
it's just game overs.
Wait, are you serious?
Yep.
Oh no! It doesn't actually do slow motion. Why doesn't it do slow motion?
Oh no!
I mean, it's a different type of slow motion. I presume one of the players is going to ask about that in Discord at some point.
Well, I hope they do. But you can see here, right? This is why we're going by score attack
Whee!
and not by anything else, right? You're going
This
to
is
crash a lot and
bad.
do all these things. It's not good. But like at the same token, like I had to laugh at it the whole time I played
yeah.
it, right?
Concave through level 1. Concave is really getting the hang of level 1 super quickly.
Yeah, level 1 is not the cool thing about this, right? Is like there's no randomness or anything in the game, so right, like once you figure out what you need to do, you absolutely can do it, and then you can go from there to get more points.
What is this kid's death sound? Yeah! I make the same noise when I die, you know? What? Oh,
I mean,
Kachiri, you almost made it! That was so close!
Yeah, so if you hold back and jump, you like do a flip, or right, hold left and jump or whatever, you can like do a fancier flip. It gets you more points.
Yeah.
But if you do that and you go off that last jump, it goes just slightly too long that you land on the obstacle instead of before it.
Oh.
And so when you crash, it throws you off the screen. And so it looks like, yeah, I made it, except you didn't really.
That's so fun. People are asking if I have almost died often, or if I have died often. I've almost drowned a couple times. One was when I was a baby. I don't think I was the smartest baby. I crawled right into the pool. But then again, maybe they should don't keep your babies near the pools, everybody. That's my recommendation number 1 for today. Hey, White Panther has a decent score at this point, and still a couple boards left. I love that it doesn't care about the kids' lives. It cares about how many skateboards you have left.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Yeah! That was a new sound.
So, like, when I was playing and the time I played, I never made it to where level 3, right? But my high score was like, I think in playing it when I did everything, about 7,000 points.
I'm very concerned that when you say that you made it to level 3...
I did not.
Oh, you didn't make it to level 3.
But I learned how to do the fancier jumps, right? And they give you more points.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How do you do fancy jumps?
So, like in level 1, basically, like, if you just hold back, right, the whole time, like, when they're doing the little jumps, I can make all of that in one big jump where it does, like, a flip.
Ooh,
and
that's
more
cool.
Points.
Okay. Yeah! We got a little buffering. I'll make sure I reload the streams as we get closer to the end of the match so that everybody can be synced back up. Oh, I'm really excited, though. This is, like, a little horrifying that we're going to be having basically 2 to 3 levels for an entire hour. But they're going to learn how to play it.
Yeah, I imagine they'll get good at it, right?
On to level 3 for White Panther.
Yeah, so you can see there, like, Kuchiri, right, is learning to do the flips. So with a single board, you got like 3,000 points.
That's huge. Yeah, the thing is, the players are going to need to figure out how to get a good high score. And often when you're doing score attacks like this match, it's less about learning how to make linear progress, unless linear progress happens to give you the best points. In this case, it doesn't. Yeah! And so, just learning the various tricks, that will help you more than anything else. White Panther has a good score of 4,300, but Concave is a little bit past that at 4,500. Actually, it's going like back and forth between these two.
Yeah, and White Panther's made it to like 6,000, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to see, like, leads change all the time.
Yep. And none of it's going to matter, right, until, like, the last, like, 5 minutes.
Yep. Whee! Who put all this
So-
crap in the subway?
Oh no. Where's this kid's parents?
Yeah, that too. At least this is safer than like Wally Bear and the No Gang. You go into the subway there, you are dead. Yeah, everyone murderizes you. And then you end up in the sewers somehow, and that's stinky and gross. And you have to take like 3 different subways, none of them are connected. I don't know. I think that Wally Bear needs to move.
Just remember, this is the ultimate freestyle skateboard game.
Yeah, apparently this was based on a Commodore 64 game named Rollerboard. The game's
With
apparently
like updated everything.
Yeah, the graphics are very similar, but the levels are completely different from what I hear. Oh yeah, this is much more updated. Oh my gosh, I do like the boops and beeps here. This was developed by a company named 1001 Software Development, which you might think that they made 1001 games, but they only made 3.
You know, I mean, that's close.
The publisher, though, put out another Kusog7ande game that we have had, Neverending Story 2, the arcade game.
All right.
Yeah, I remember that very well. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Here, there's a game called Dugger. I do not like that. I think it's a crappy Dig Dug ripoff. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I mean, honestly, that's the funny thing. Like, games that do well, there are always going to be strange ripoffs of it. And I've never really seen Dig Dug ripoffs, but there we go.
Yeah. Oh, there were all sorts of Dig Dug ripoffs.
Oh, I'm sure, but I've never seen them before. We also have a game called The Game of Life that they put out. And as it turns out, it is not at all similar to the board game. It's more like the stupid, you know what The Game of Life is. It's made by that one nerd who's like, oh, how about we make these rules for squares? And if a square is next to like 2 squares, then it becomes a real square. And then if it's not, then it dies. And that's how it works. And it's like, it's not, Conway's Game of Life. It's not even a game. You just put things there and then you watch it. That's it. I don't know why do you call it a game? It's not like Uno. You can't skip. You can't draw 4.
Well, maybe you can draw 4 monsters.
Draw 4 monsters? Draw 4 squares. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that it's a cool experiment, but it's not a game. I mean, it's about as much of a game as, maybe even less of a game than like a ball and cup. That's barely a game, okay? That's like about as basic as you can get. Having a freaking cup, you have a string hanging down with a ball on the end, and then you're like, let's get the ball in the cup.
I would expect you would have come up with, you'd have recognized the alternate version of that game, given how many siblings you have.
Murdering Tintin, yeah. That's what you do. What's the alternate version?
I mean, you play with the ball and cup and you accidentally wing the ball and hit your sibling in the face.
I'm sure that happened. I wasn't too violent. There were occasional bouts of violence.
That would have been the least that happened to my siblings.
Yeah, it seems like if you're not whacking each other's kids every once in a while, like, did you really grow up?
Look, my sister and I got mad at my brother when he was little. We stuffed him in a traffic barrel and rolled him down the hill.
That is not nice, Corn Dad. It's
He
kind
thought
of
it was
funny,
fun.
but he thought it was
He
fun.
thought it was fun, so we did it again.
I actually, like, if I knew that I wasn't gonna get hurt, I would probably give that a shot. That would be a lot of fun. I'm trying to remember. I think that I did it once being put in a tire and being rolled down, and luckily tires have a lot of heft. They just get going. Oh, baby.
So, the fun thing is I'm building a Hot Wheels racetrack for my son, right? And so, you need safety cones and safety barrels, right?
Oh, yeah.
So one of those barrels I hollowed out, and I'm going to put a scale little kid in there with two other kids pushing him down the mountain.
Oh, no. Oh, your kid's going to think that's hilarious.
So I asked my brother about it, and he thought it was hilarious. And we did it to him.
Yeah, honestly, they're weird. Everybody, if you didn't grow up in the 80s / early 90s, like, if you didn't grow up pre-internet, you don't know the things that happened. We were bored out of our minds, and you did whatever you could in order to have some sort of entertainment. If that meant putting somebody in a barrel and rolling them down a hill, you did it. Also, I love like how unsupervised pretty much everything we did was.
To be fair, we did do that not because we thought it was fun. We did that because we were pissed off at him.
Oh no! Wow, Concave Down got a very good score on the first level. That is a high score without beating the first level. I think that Concave is starting to think, like, more creatively, how do I get a high score? More than how do I beat these levels?
Yeah, and I kind of like every once in a while, like mixing it up with like a score attempt or something like that, because it takes a very different mindset sometimes.
Yeah.
Like with everybody getting in like 5,000 to 6,000 point range. Right, I might try to optimize level 1 where I can get like 2,000 points per skateboard or something, right? That could still put me in the lead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm trying to think. There are... When I was little, like, we usually, oh my gosh, except my little sister, I feel like not all of my little sisters, but the very middle child, okay, there's Essentia, my oldest sister, me, and then I had 3 more sisters after that, and the one that came right after me, like, I feel like she's the one who has kind of been the biggest troublemaker in our past, and, like, definitely knows it, but, like, I feel like we were mean to her quite a bit, but at the same time, I had scars on my arms from her digging her nails into them, for years. And so, like, part of me feels bad, but part of me is like, you totally deserve the cruelty.
Yep.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but if you are intentionally, like, cutting people with your fingernails, that's not super cool.
No, not really.
Yeah, chat is pointing out, by the way, that it looks like the BBG schedule is up.
It is. It is.
Do you want to link people to that? It looked like Kuchiri is having some buffering problems, and because of that, we have a lot of silence right now. Come on, you can do it, Twitch. I know it. Okay, there. Kuchiri's back. I have the audio up. Where is it? How come I can't hear it? Kuchiri.
Oh, no, I don't hear it either.
What the hey? Was there anybody else who said they may be doing just audio?
Um, Tenmiku is.
Okay, I'll probably switch over there in just a second then. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's right, everybody. You can't escape this music. It's here forever. This music, at the same time, like, it's dorky, but it's really not that bad. Yeah.
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 Can I have a yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Corn Dan. I appreciate it. By the way, this game was made by Kusog7ande. I do not know how to say that correctly, but he worked on 3 games, including the predecessor to this, and a game called Baby Bug is in this mix, and I don't know what this is about. Apparently, It looks like sort of a Pac-Man-esque, maybe a puzzle game of sorts. I'm not exactly in love with the appearance. I don't know. Any game that looks like this, you think it probably is somewhat similar to every other game out there. But again, it's hard to say until you actually give it a shot. I don't know. Baby Bug. I wouldn't load up a game called Baby Bug, though. Not interested.
You sure you don't want to load up a game called Baby Butt? That's what I heard you say.
Baby Butt? No.
That's what I...
Gross.
What I heard you say.
No, Baby Bug.
Oh, okay.
Bug. The guy who made the music for this also made music for Baby Bug. And that's it. Yeah, it's like the people who worked on this game worked on 2 or 3 games in their lives. This is strange.
It's a weird game.
It is. It's not the worst game. By the way, I do like that in the special thanks given for the game is Mom for the skateboard demonstration. Did someone's mother just show them how to skateboard?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. If so, that is hardcore. I love that. I love that in the credits section as well, they have a section that just is saying hello to like 6 different people. It's like, hey mom, hey family, how you doing? Hello.
Yeah.
I want to get a credit in a game that's just somebody saying hello to me.
I mean,
Y'all,
as you should.
Y'all, if you make a game, you don't have to get my help, but you can just say hello to me in the credits, okay? How about that, huh? The person who made the cover for the game, for Skate of the Art, worked on a lot of cover artworks back in the day. There we go. I finally found somebody who did more than just work on 3 games. Games include Chiller, 1984 version of Chiller.
All right.
Okay. Wait, is this one that I've actually played a little bit of? Nope. Oh. It's the one. Oh, what's that one? The Michael Jackson ripoff of Thriller.
Yeah, that's Chiller.
Yeah,
That's
Chiller. Okay, he did the cover art for the Michael Jackson ripoff Chiller game. Alcatraz Harry, One Man and His Droid. We've got Locomotion. Just a lot of games that I don't think a lot of people over here have played. But that's fine, you know? As soon as one person does a few like covers for video games, they'll probably get more work. So good for that. Bad Street Brawler, there we go. That is probably the biggest name.
That probably is the biggest name.
Yeah. Anyways, at this point, the players are trying to get the highest score possible that they can. And right now, Tenmiku has some decent attempts, but I think White Panther has had the best attempts so far.
Or Kachiri, and I need to just check, right, who's doing what, because they're both doing pretty well.
I mean, there is a high score page, 63-68 for White Panther, 68-21 for Kuchiri. Yeah, everyone's starting to learn how to do this. White Panther says, I feel like I'm programming a task with the worst interface imaginable.
Well, maybe we are.
Kuchiri's complaint, and you might be able to comment on this because you have played this quite a bit, is that the controls feel made up half the time.
I know. I mean, like the controls are there. They do stuff, right? I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, right? But with the way like things interact, right? Like you might like. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like jumping too early means you land on the stuff. Jumping too late means you might phase through it. You know, so like trying
yeah, it seems strangely precise when you need to do things.
Correct. And
there we
so,
go, Concave getting a huge score on level 1. This may be a new lead.
And then Broke, right? Like, that's what I was telling you. Like, if you don't get it set up right,
but look at that, 7,400 points. I do think that's a new best that we have.
I'm
Concave down.
That it definitely is.
I think that I'm sharing on Discord if you want to watch. I just recently started. I didn't start at the beginning of the stream because I forgot. Kachiri's like, I'm having fun until I reach a jump. Then when I actually make the jump, I freak out and die. I think that is a very understand.
Valid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's life. Shouting, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Chance asking, is this a score attack? Yes, it is.
This is a score attack. We do not really care how far the players make it. We just care about them racking up the most points. And honestly, that's sort of how skateboarding works. Eventually, you know, there are some people who can last for a long time, but just because you can spin around in circles for like an hour, is that more impressive than doing like an ollie? I don't know.
Yes.
Actually, an hour is a long time, yeah. But what about 5 ollies?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, 5 ollies might beat riding a skateboard for an hour, everybody. Other people are saying this game seems like a nightmare. I feel like I may agree with you there, chat. Like, I'm just thinking of the way that physics work. And it's just...
And this game represents none of that.
Yeah, that's... Exactly, Corndan. Just like the biggest thing for me, because while I haven't done much... I've tried to stand on a skateboard before, and it's like, oh, this is hard. But like the biggest thing that I've done that involves any speed whatsoever is like with snowmobiles and four-wheelers. And when you're going up and down slopes, you definitely do need to move your weight so that things don't tip over. And you have to do it very much counter to the direction that you're going. If you're going up, you lean forward so that like the front has more weight and thus can get a little bit more grip. If you're going down a slope, you'll want to lean backwards in order to give the back a little bit more weight. You don't want the thing flipping over on top of you. If you're tilting a little bit to the side, you've got to tilt the other direction. If you tilt left, lean your body right. If it's tilting right, lean your body left. And yeah, that helps a lot when it comes to stabilization. As it turns out, when you got a big chunk of meat on top of your machine, you use it. Use that meat, baby.
Oh, we got a bonus level for 10,000 extra points.
Well,
I
mean, good attempt. Oh, wait. Oh, woo! Good attempt, bad luck. You don't get 10,000. It's just rubbing it in White Panther's face. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. Software failure.
What?
Oh no.
You don't get 10,000 points and the software fails.
Wow.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that, we'd have to go back and see. I know that White Panther had about 7,000 points at that point. Points at the point.
It was, yeah. White Panther had, like, just over 7,000 points. Like 70, 50, or something in that level. It was not enough to be first.
True. With that said, White Panther may have an idea that, if White Panther is able to get there again and the software crashes again, then White Panther will know that is the hard end of what we have here, and thus needs to rack up a higher score before hitting that point.
Yep, and so you know what? This is why we have this is why it's partly why it's score attack if these things happen.
I would say, though, Corndan, if White Panther managed to do that, and do the bonus level,
that would be huge.
And it still doesn't show a total score, I would still be willing to count it as 10,000 points.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Occasionally we do have games that are very broken in certain ways, whether it's because a lot of bad games don't get a lot of support, okay? And it's like, all your Marios, they've been tested left and right for every emulator out there. But who tests state of the art for Amiga to make sure that it works flawlessly? Apparently we do. And that's about it.
So somebody finally tried the slow motion button.
Kuchiri hit the slow motion button. It gave him a game over, and now he knows. Ted Miku tried it as well. I think everybody is in shock about the slow motion button.
Well, yeah, because now you're like, it can't really do that, right?
Corndan, I'm so glad that you're like, yeah, you can go ahead and use the slow motion button, I guess. And like the players were assuming, if I use the slow motion button, that means that I'm gonna like get a lower score or something. It'll take away my points. It won't count for points. No, it just gives you a game over. Yeah, Kuchiri, unfortunately, that first jump in level 1...
it's that level 3, like...
Level 3, yeah.
Sucked. But you have to take it, like, essentially... like as late as possible.
Oh, yeah. It's rough. This music, I'm still not... Like, I'm not done with it. It's not grating on my ears. It's just making me laugh at this point. It's so silly.
Because it is not fitting for what's going on.
How many kids have died in this subway?
How many kids have we killed in the subway today?
Like, I don't see him wearing any safety equipment. I mean, unless you count a baseball hat and, like, overalls. Overalls are almost safety equipment in some ways, you know. Makes it so that, like, you have a little more thickness on your chest because you got Levi's up there. Kuchiri is back to level 3. I think Kuchiri may be trying to get here just so that he can test this jump out a little bit more and see if there is a reliable way to get past it. I like that.
You gotta go super late.
But yeah, I think that I would try that personally as well. You know, get to the part that I'm having a problem with, not worry too much about getting a high score at the beginning, because the last 10 minutes I could just do a high score attempt, and that's all that really matters. That, or I'd go for a high score that I feel is reasonable at first, just so that I can set a high bar, then try to get to level 3 again and make that jump, and then in the final push, try to beat my high score.
I mean, so right now, what I've been catching, we've got Concave is in first still, then White Panther, Kuchiri, and Tenmiku. And any one of them could take this for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm taking a look at some of the games that are going to be on Big Bad Game-a-thon.
There are some
since
really
the schedule came out. Like, on Don't Make Us Bored, we actually had Tarzan VR recently. That's going to be in Big Bad Game-a-thon. That game
one of the reasons I took it.
It's hilarious. Yolanda's gonna be there. Ooh, Chips Tips. I know that, and I don't remember why.
It's like a horror game, sort of, but it's weird.
Yeah. Muscle March. Like that, I feel like you can submit that to literally anything, and it gets in. Pink Goes to Hollywood. Tintin in Tibet on Super Nintendo. That game is a nightmare. Oh, Hopkins FBI. I don't know what that is, but apparently Pfizer's running that.
It's a point-and-click adventure game that you're in for a treat. It's the overnight block because, like, it is absolutely horrible to, like, everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. White Hat 94 got Little Nicky for Game Boy Color in.
Oh, please. That was, like, the easiest take we've ever made.
It is, and I hate that game so much. Yeah, there are also some fairly new names here, like the opponent playing Trouble, which is Neo. Fuso, I don't even know how to say your name.
We have some Japanese runners.
That's really so cool. Horse Racing 2016 Showcase.
Yeah. So we've got 2 Japanese runners this year. In fact, we have an actual Japanese restream for the event. Right, like out of all of the languages and everything, like the Japanese speedrunners have like latched onto this and absolutely loved it.
I love it. That's really fantastic. It's, oh my gosh.
We're back to the bonus.
No, come on, bonus level. You can do it. New jumps are available. You can do it. Oh, well. There's gonna be I'm going to die if I don't eat sushi by Isbullets. Who Shot Johnny Rock? Sharif playing that. Is the game gonna crash? Yeah! Yep.
It might, if we get past the bonus round, it might. I don't really know. That's kind of funny though. But that does put White Panther in the lead. The 8120 is ahead of Concave. Oh, Concave's over 9K now, apparently.
Okay. Concave has passed White Panther.
93.49, okay. But that's that difference of using those cool flips.
Yeah, so at this point, White Panther is just like, well, as long as the game's failing for everybody else at that point, then I guess it's fine.
I gave them
nobody else has gotten
I gave them
there.
all the same.
Nobody else has gotten there, so that's not really a concern. The biggest question is, what can you do in order to optimize your score before that? And White Panther's doing really great.
Concave is doing the best job because they use the special flips all the time.
Yeah, 9,300 points, that's huge. Honestly, I still feel like there's time for anybody to move into the lead. Like, this 100%. Does not take a long time to get better. Or not to get better, but to get a new high score for you.
All it takes is beating the bonus area. Like, even if nothing else, that's all it takes.
Yeah. By the way, at this point, you know, we're under the assumption that when you fail the bonus stage, the game crashes. We don't know what happens if you pass the bonus stage.
We'll
the
find
game
out.
May not crash. If it becomes an issue, then we will consider
we'll stick this in the tube and bin.
Then it will probably go in the tube and bin. But at the same time, you know, if somebody gets there, manages to beat the bonus stage and they move on to the next level, then I would say that they can keep going. You'll know it's an issue because we'll mention that it's an issue. Trust me, we will. But up until this point, like, it really changes nothing because the high score really comes into play when you are doing the better jumps. Especially early on the first stage, you can, like, I don't think you even have to beat the first level in order to get a high score. Woo! Good flip there by White Panther, 6,800 points.
I think you would have to beat the first level to get a high score just because you need more time, really, right? But you don't have to get past, like, the second level because you can get a lot of good jumps and everything in there.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody can manage to get the bonus on the bonus stage, that moves them into first, and it's going to be very difficult to pass that. But only one player has seen the bonus stage. White Panther knows that it's worth 10,000 points. 10,000 points is more than... Like, that would essentially almost triple White Panther's high score. It's a huge boost.
I mean, it would be more than double, right? It wouldn't be triple.
Yeah, right. Well, whatever. I don't know. Numbers 5, 8, 2. I got them all here.
The worst.
Oh, but yeah, I love that there's going to be a horror block at BBG as well. Like, we've got Mighty Number 9. We've got somebody playing a game called A. Yeah, other people like Teddy, Is Bullets. I don't know who Is Bullets is. I'm really excited to have them come and play I'm Going to Die If I Don't Eat Sushi. That game makes me laugh so much. Fire Splitter, Sarah Hyde. I know that name, Sarah Hyde, playing
Yeah,
Ape
you should.
Academy. Yeah.
She's competed in Kusog7ande.
Oh my gosh, there's so many like Kuso friends who are going to be playing in that. And, you know, some people who I don't know. I love when newcomers submit, you know, people who sort of watch from the outskirts. It's great to have them come and join for the first time. And I don't know, like a big reason why I have Kusog7ande as well is because I wanted to have a place for a community to grow. And all of you in chat, I love you all. You are fantastic. And all of you who have joined, I know that we make you suffer, and I am so grateful for your suffering. It is fantastic. And I feel like even though it can be intimidating for some people to join something, at the same time, we just try to make it easy and laid back and help you along, especially if you're new. And if you're new, there's like no pressure on you to do well. And if you're new in a marathon, you know, it's BBG, you know, we have a decent audience, but it's still smaller. It's not too stressful, I feel.
I mean, I would argue, right, you know, because we don't, you know, do anything. It's just a showcase for us, for the community, right?
Yeah.
There's like no stress of doing it. You come in and you show, it's the same people that show up all the time.
Yep.
You know,
we've talked before about whether or not we wanted to do a charity, and we're like, at this point, it's like, no, we just want to do something to help build the community and have fun together. So there's no stress that you need to do a great job of representing a charity. You're just here to participate in the community and have fun. Yeah. Anyways, sort of the same thing with Don't Make Us Bored, which is even less stress, I feel. Which, by the way, if people are watching here and you want to play on sort of a low-stress show and just come chat with Corndan and I, type !DMUB in chat, because we want more people to come play. We want people to do showcases or speed runs. You don't even have to be great at the game. We just want to chill with people and talk and laugh at the games that you have. Yeah. Woo! Well, with that said, everybody is kind of needing to get a new high score. Like they're getting towards the end of this match. Still, I think even like with the final minute of the game, people can still make one last attempt. It just does not take 100%. Very long. That's something that I both love and hate about games like this. Because as a viewer, I love it. Because it puts stress on people. And, you know, we see last minute comebacks and, ooh, it gets really exciting. As a player, I'm always like, oh, no matter how I did, somebody could just beat me right now. Yeah, you always feel like somebody has done better. Chat is bringing up that Best of Nest has a Big 20 race. We actually do a Bad 10, a Big Bad 10. I don't know if we'll be doing that again this year.
We haven't done it in a couple of years.
Yeah, we've done it before. It was quite enjoyable, but honestly, not too many people participated. So it's been a little less of a priority. I don't know. You know, you give something a shot. If it doesn't work all that great, if people don't jump. Like, as it turns out, the games that were chosen are bad.
I mean, who'd have guessed?
Yeah, who would have guessed? You gotta be, like, there's a specific type of person who is willing to play through everything that's in those. And oftentimes when it comes to bad games, like, here's the deal. Ten Miku is enjoying this game. I don't think the other players are enjoying it.
I'm not sure if Ten Miku is. Their last
yeah, that's true.
high score was Help.
I love it. But yeah, like, everybody has sort of, opposed to what we call stereotypically good games, where pretty much everybody can appreciate a Mario Odyssey. You know, maybe it's not your favorite Mario game, but you'll still enjoy it. When it comes to bad games, everybody sort of has their own flavor, has their own taste. And, you know, what I like playing as a bad video game, you might not enjoy at all, Corndan.
I mean, that's generally true, actually.
Yeah, it's very true. And because of that, I like saying something than just saying it's true, you know, to validate myself. And because of that, it's when you try to get a list of 10 bad games for people to play through, oftentimes there's going to be at least 1 or 2 games in there that people are like, no, I just don't want to do this.
Darkman.
Darkman, oh my gosh. Corndan, that was like the biggest year of regret. It took me 3 hours, and I had played a lot of Darkman before, but that Darkman state took me 3 hours to get through.
So, the chat's asking, what places are being shown the door of this match? And the answer is none!
They're all
Everybody
moving
goes on
on?
round 3.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did they all take
it's a 7th
first?
point?
Oh, second.
They all took
then.
second.
Okay, so the person who takes last, they're gonna have to play very well in the next match to stay in. But first and second are pretty dang safe, and third is relatively safe. Fourth is just putting in the danger zone.
Correct. I think I would feel bad if people were eliminated off of this.
I wouldn't.
I mean, just look at this game.
Corndan, you feel bad? No way. Actually, that's not true. You feel bad about different things. I don't think you would feel bad about eliminating people for this.
A little bit.
Okay. You know what? We actually do have souls here in Kusog7ande. You just might be a little surprised about where those souls are. Where they are? I'm never mind. I'm not elaborating there. We're just gonna leave it.
Oh, Tenmiku got to the bonus level.
Tenmiku on the bonus level. Well, let's see how Tenmiku is able to do here. I assume that if Tenmiku loses, this is going to be a crashed game. If it doesn't crash, then we may just tell Tenmiku to reset in order to keep it fair.
I think it's gonna crash.
Woo! That was a good hit. Bad luck.
83-11.
83-11. Yay! Crash! But that's Tenmiku's best attempt yet. Yeah, I was actually concerned with all the flashing. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna crash? Is it gonna go?
What are we gonna
is it
do?
gonna crash?
That puts him in third.
Tenmika says that's what I get for being a scrub. Oh, welcome to the skateboarding life, everybody. You don't get the 10,000 points, and more than that, you crashed, the game crashed, and everything crashes. Luckily, OBS hasn't crashed for me yet, so that's good.
Nor has Comcast.
What? Actually, Comcast has been relatively good, despite the thunderstorm on Friday night. It's been going. I was a little bit concerned about that. Oh, I'm happy, Corndan. This has been a pretty fun race, even if it's not the best game.
It's so good.
Yeah, I like.
You know, I hope to try to find games that, like, even if they're terrible and awful, at the same time are kind of funny, You know, like.
I feel like, especially like Amiga games, actually Amiga is when games start getting a little bit longer on PC and such, but it was still sort of the era where games were a lot shorter just because of the limitations that a lot of computers had. And this is definitely sort of representative of how short and difficult some of the games can be. Seriously, NES difficulty, nothing compared to other consoles that came a little bit before. Chat is mentioning Kuchiri is at 9,600 points. Concave getting to 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
10135. That is definitely a lead. I think the first 10,000 that we have seen today.
It is the first.
The second? Fine, whatever. The second.
No, I mean,
the first that I saw today.
Twice. Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Kusog7ande, where chat is always better at paying attention to everything that's happening than I am. White Panther is saying that his hand is getting a little bit shaky. I understand we're in the final stretch. That usually, if you start getting stressed, you can easily start failing a little bit more.
There's only a couple minutes left, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Tenmiku's back at the bonus level.
I love how janky that transition is. Okay, there we go. Bonus level. Oh, so close. Tenmiku, start the slide. Don't be a scrub. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. You can get going way too fast there.
Yep, yeah, you can.
You don't get 10,000 points, Tenmiku.
But that was still Tenmiku's best thing so far, and it'll crash again.
It's good. Yeah, better. If it doesn't crash, I'll be disappointed. Ha ha! Computer over. Yeah, it's like, you just were not good enough at skateboarding. We're gonna let you quit and think about what you did.
You know, and the funniest thing about all of this is the person that is right now in the lead has never seen the bonus level.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kuchiri is in second and also hasn't seen the bonus level, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the people who have made it to the bonus level have lower scores. I think White Panther has just stopped, which is fair. I think
that's a reasonable...
My guess is Tenmiku is going to make the rush to try to get to the bonus stage.
I would.
Pass it.
You got a couple minutes left?
Yeah, if you know you're going to be able to beat the other stages before that relatively quickly, try to get that 10,000 points. It's huge. Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! It's almost like a bird. Yeah! Don't know what birds say yeah, like parrots. Probably mostly parrots. Okay, Tenmiku, you keep hitting that hill right there. It's fine.
It's a tight jump, right?
It's difficult, yeah.
I do appreciate, like, the game over screen is them, like, just completely busted.
It's great. Like, you're in a pile, your dead body there, and then it calls you a respectable roller. Yeah. Yeah!
Yeah! Oh, 11,699 so far.
I think we have our winner. Concave is definitely the victor today. But honestly, isn't Twitch chat the winner?
I don't know why it's not showing it, but we saw the score.
Yeah, that's weird.
There was no Concave sniping the win. Concave had been in the lead for a long time.
Concave demolished this. Seriously, great job there. Hello, more Harry Potter music. I guess it's just Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets Day. Well, that's okay. That is time, everybody. They have shown us the state of the art today in this game, an Amiga game that came out way too long ago, created by 1001 Software Developments. Ugh, what a generic name. But with that said, Concave has mastered the state of the art and has done a fantastic freaking job here. What about second, third, and fourth here? It looks like the Kuchiri has taken second.
Yep,
White Panther third.
Tenmiku's taking third.
Oh, Tenmiku's taken third? That's right, the game crashed for Tenmiku. Well, let's see if Concave wants to come and chat. Maybe. Concave, I want to talk to you. Seriously, this was great. If Concave wants to come and chat, we will find out. The funny thing about this game, when you're doing a high score attempt, you have to go in with a different mindset. Linear progress is not necessarily going to correlate with any other type of progress. And when you're going for a high score, getting good scores on the early stages will often be more notable than getting to the bonus stage. But Tenmiku was trying to beat that bonus stage, at least at the end, to get that final 10,000 points that would have been enough to push Tenmiku into the lead. I'm gonna try to get Concave's attention. Concave! Concave is too busy skating.
Concave, you're done.
I mean, maybe Concave likes this game. Concave is not stopping. Okay, I'm just gonna let Concave do his thing, you know? He can keep going.
All right, well, then we can bring in Kuchiri or Tenmiku in to talk.
Sure. Anyone else wanna talk? We'll see. Concave, keep on skating. Sure. We have a Kuchiri here. Hello there. And seriously, great job. You took second today. And it looks like Tenmiku is joining us as well. Hello, Kuchiri.
Yeah, I don't know. That jump, I'm gonna have nightmares about that jump.
You gotta start it super late. You can clip through those objects.
Which level?
The level 3.
3.
I finally learned the trick to get past that first thing. That first thing held me back for 40 minutes, and I finally learned how to flip on command. And then after that, that's whenever I was able to get the 3,000 point bonuses from level 1, level 2. And
those bonuses were huge.
Yeah, and I basically was like, if I could just find some way to get past this jump, I know I can get past this stage with 10,000 points, and whatever's past this, I mean, I just have to keep on working there. I just could not get past that jump.
Same thing.
Kind of got consistent. I don't know. But time run, just 5 minutes before time ran out, I got consistent and I crashed again.
Yeah, the funny thing about this is that Tenmiku, you and White Panther, I feel, both of you got the hang of getting through the levels the quickest, but unfortunately, because of the score attack nature of this game, it actually ended up possibly being detrimental, being bad, because early on, if you take time with earlier levels, you can get a huge number of points. But you're like, I see that 10,000 point bonus. I want to get that 10,000 point bonus. Which honestly, if you had gotten it, you would have taken first.
If I got 10 more minutes, I would probably got it because you need to hold down on this pipe, on this level.
Yeah,
And I just started grinding and fall off for some reason. And then I.
Oh, this game definitely had a mind of its own. Like,
Yes.
let's not beat around the bush. Also, it took me until like minute 45 to realize I don't have to hit left every incline. You could just hold it.
You can just hold it, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
God.
I was
I
hitting
found that
left.
I'm like 5 minutes in.
Nope, I didn't.
yeah, so...
PlayStation score attack, yeah!
Well, I mean, score attack, it is exciting in some ways in that all you have to do is have one good run in order to take the victory here. And, like, I would say that Tenmiku and White Panther got the most consistent... No, JK, the winner today was definitely the most consistent at getting a high score. Like,
Concave Down was super
Concave
consistent
was
about
amazing.
knowing where to use all those flips to maximize points.
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, 11,000 points without
This is very
making to the
tight
bonus
game,
stage.
though. Why did I need to rewatch the votes and see what he fit all this?
Yeah,
Good.
go and give it a watch. Like, I think it was the last playthrough. For some reason, something broke and the score didn't save for Concave Down, but it was 11,699 points that Concave Down got without even getting to the bonus stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But with that said, I'd say that, like, your strategy was completely valid, and had you gotten to the bonus stage one more time, you probably would have taken the victory there.
Yeah, just you need to like jump on this and then hold down. And then I don't know.
Corndad,
Hold
Concave
long
Down
enough.
is still playing. Why is Concave Down still playing? Concave,
You know,
you don't need to play anymore. You can
you don't
stop.
need to play anymore.
Wait, was it Concave Down? Didn't Concave Down say, like, am I the only one having fun with this game?
I think that was
Maybe.
Tenmiku.
Oh.
Well,
Actually, yeah, I have to say, at the end of the day, did you have fun with the game?
It was
Yeah.
fun until that jump.
I'm probably gonna play this more afterwards.
Okay. Like, I think
Want to
that
see all the levels.
once you started
too.
getting to, like, where you moved really fast, I was like, Tenmiku's gonna love this. I've seen the games that you've played. I know, I really love...
This just felt like a bad Trials. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
if Trials was made in, 1989, it will look just like this.
This is what it is. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Seriously, great job to both of you. Nobody's eliminated today. Thank
Yet.
goodness. You're all moving on.
Yay!
Yeah, so Tenmiku, you're going to have a little bit of a harder time staying in, but based off of how you've done before,
Whatever.
yeah, I think you'll get there. Just keep going. I love, though, that the votes were most, like Tenmiku, you had the most votes. And I think Concave Down probably had almost the fewest votes and was the winner. So whoever voted for Concave Down with the Twitch points gets a lot of extra points. Yeah.
You guys should stop voting on me.
If you guys, the next time I'm in one of these races, you guys should do a second place vote, and everyone should vote for me because this is the 5th second place finish I've had in a row in the 4-way.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh wow!
You're just so good at being always
I'm more-
bridesmaid.
Yeah. So I won my very first game, and then I had I don't remember what it was, but I remember I was a 10-pointer last Kuso, my very first game. In Kusog7ande, I was 10. And then I had photo finishes for second in the following 3 games.
That's great.
Which annoyed me. But see, so far I've got the second twice this season.
Yeah.
And it's been a commanding second. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm okay with this.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, that's not like one screen away. Like the Monster Mash game from last year. I was 2 screens away. from first place.
Well, we're gonna have to move on. Kachiri took second, Tenmika third, Concave first, White Panther fourth. None of them eliminated because all of them had 7 points going into this. So
did a great job.
This was great. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. And Corndan, thank you for giving this game out.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Take care, friends.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.